Get ready, crypto fanatics. This is Bitcoin Bulletin, and we're firing up your feed with the hottest news in the digital asset world. First up, Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, has just hit a monumental milestone with their Bitcoin holdings, now worth a staggering $73 billion. This isn't just a number. It signifies their transformation into a true Bitcoin treasury company, holding over 3% of all Bitcoin ever to exist. Michael Saylor's vision is truly unfolding before our eyes. Next, we're diving into the market's pulse with McCullough. He's not playing games, folks. McCullough is all about capitalizing on opportunities, and he's signaling a strong buy on Bitcoin right now, calling it buying the damn dip as the trade and trend indicators turn bullish again. After Bitcoin lost its bullish trend for a couple of months while other assets soared, McCullough is back to his strategy of moving capital into assets that show clear bullish signals. Then, we jet off to El Salvador, a nation that's doubling down on Bitcoin. They're not just adopting BTC as legal tender, they're launching BTC-only banks to revolutionize financial access and attract investment. But that's not all, they're also backing the Bitcoin hyper presale, a crucial Layer 2 solution designed to turbocharge the Bitcoin network's speed and scalability, aiming to upgrade the entire ecosystem. And finally, we circle back to Strategy, who, despite a declining stock premium, is relentlessly expanding their Bitcoin reserves. This move highlights their unwavering commitment to accumulating Bitcoin, even as investor sentiment shifts and new competition emerges. It's a bold strategy that continues to capture the market's attention. Don't miss any of these explosive updates. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you're always in the know. Smash that like button and join the Bitcoin Bulletin community. Strategy hits $73 billion Bitcoin milestone. This is it, Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, has officially become the world's largest corporate Bitcoin holder, now boasting over 638,985 Bitcoin valued at an astonishing $73 billion. This monumental achievement means they now control more than 3% of all Bitcoin that will ever be mined, solidifying their position as the first true Bitcoin treasury company. Executive Chairman Michael Saylor's strategic vision, initiated back in August 2020, has propelled the company's market value from a mere $1.1 billion to nearly $94 billion today, demonstrating a dramatic transformation fueled by aggressive Bitcoin acquisition. Strategy has been funding these massive Bitcoin purchases through a combination of innovative stock sales, including special preferred stocks and convertible bonds. Their ambitious 21-21 plan aims to raise $42 billion by 2027, with half from equity and half from debt, all dedicated to acquiring more Bitcoin. This strategy has even yielded a remarkable 25% Bitcoin yield in 2025, showing they can increase Bitcoin holdings per share faster than diluting shareholders, a feat highlighted by over $10 billion raised in Q2 2025 alone. This pioneering approach has inspired over 161 publicly traded companies to add Bitcoin to their balance sheets, especially after the passage of the Genius Act and Clarity Act. However, Strategy faces significant headwinds. The rise of Bitcoin ETFs, which have attracted nearly $70 billion, offers a simpler alternative for investors, potentially compressing Strategy's stock premium. Analysts also voice concerns about Strategy's substantial market influence, controlling about 2.5% of the total Bitcoin supply. The company's stock exhibits higher volatility than Bitcoin itself, and the challenge of increasing Bitcoin per share is growing, requiring 58 Bitcoin in 2025 compared to just 2.6 in 2021. Furthermore, their core software business has seen revenue declines, adding another layer of complexity. Despite a recent legal victory dismissing a lawsuit challenging their accounting methods and new rules allowing them to report Bitcoin at market value, showcasing gains more accurately, Strategy's future hinges on navigating these competitive and financial pressures while continuing its bold Bitcoin accumulation. Don't go anywhere, because the market is reacting to these bold moves in ways you won't expect. Next, we're talking about a trading signal that's turning bullish again, and you'll want to know who's calling the shots. McCullough signals bullish Bitcoin buy, /N get ready to buy the damn dip. Trader McCullough is back, and his signals are flashing bright green for Bitcoin. After a 2-month period where gold and QQQ outperformed Bitcoin, McCullough's strategy is to move capital in and out of assets that signal bullish on trade and trend durations. Now that Bitcoin has regained its bullish trade and trend status, McCullough is executing precisely that, advising to buy Bitcoin provided these critical indicators hold. This approach contrasts sharply with a marry your positions strategy. McCullough emphasizes dynamic capital allocation, chasing performance where it's strongest. The recent period saw Bitcoin losing its bullish trend, prompting a shift in capital to other assets. However, the current bullish signal suggests a prime opportunity for those who follow McCullough's methodology to re-enter the Bitcoin market, capitalizing on short to medium-term price appreciation. This tactical trading advice is particularly relevant for investors who want to avoid prolonged drawdowns and instead focus on timing market entries and exits based on clear technical signals. McCullough's followers are encouraged to utilize his crypto product for these precise trading signals, ensuring they buy Bitcoin when it's signaled as bullish for both trade and trend, rather than holding through periods of weakness. But what if you could make Bitcoin transactions faster and cheaper, even during peak demand? Up next, El Salvador is making waves with new banks and a major network upgrade. El Salvador launches BTC-only banks, boosts Bitcoin network. /N El Salvador is stepping up its Bitcoin game, announcing the launch of dedicated Bitcoin-only banks this year. This bold move aims to significantly enhance the country's global crypto standing and drive further mainstream adoption of BTC. The nation, which already made Bitcoin legal tender in 2021, is now set to offer a full suite of banking services, from deposits to loans, exclusively in Bitcoin, with the ultimate goal of expanding financial access, slashing remittance costs, and attracting foreign investment. This initiative is part of El Salvador's broader strategy to become a global hub for crypto finance. The government has been consistently purchasing 1 BTC daily, now holding approximately 6,320 BTC, valued around $732 million. This unwavering faith in Bitcoin's potential to reshape its financial system is now being complemented by a critical network upgrade. As Bitcoin's popularity surges, its network limitations, handling only about 7 transactions per second compared to Ethereum's much higher throughput, with longer block times and often higher fees, become more apparent, especially for everyday payments and complex financial applications. To address these bottlenecks, El Salvador is supporting the Bitcoin Hyper presale. This Layer 2 solution is designed to dramatically increase Bitcoin's transaction speed and reduce fees, making it more competitive for a wider range of applications, including DeFi and Web3. By utilizing a canonical bridge and integrating the Solana virtual machine, Bitcoin Hyper aims to enable thousands of transactions per second, bringing smart contract capabilities and DApp development to the Bitcoin ecosystem without compromising its core security. The Hyper token, which has already raised over $16 million, offers benefits like lower fees, staking rewards, and governance rights, paving the way for a decentralized future for the Bitcoin network. But even as El Salvador pushes boundaries, another major player continues to amass Bitcoin, facing its own unique challenges. Stay tuned as we break down Strategy's latest moves and what it means for the market. Strategy expands Bitcoin reserves despite premium drop. /N Strategy is doubling down on Bitcoin, continuing to expand its reserves even as its stock premium experiences a sharp decline. This persistent accumulation strategy highlights the company's unwavering commitment to Bitcoin as a core treasury asset, despite shifting investor sentiment and increasing competition from Bitcoin ETFs. The company's stock now trades at a premium of about 1.29 times the net asset value of its Bitcoin holdings. This premium has compressed significantly, a trend exacerbated by factors such as Strategy relaxing rules on stock sales and the growing availability of simpler Bitcoin investment vehicles like ETFs. While Strategy's aggressive acquisition, funded through various stock and debt instruments, has historically driven massive returns and inspired corporate adoption. The diminishing returns on acquiring more Bitcoin per share and potential dividend obligations on preferred stocks present ongoing financial challenges. Despite these pressures, including a struggling core software business, Strategy has found some relief. A recent lawsuit challenging its Bitcoin accounting methods was dismissed, allowing the company to report holdings at current market value, which more accurately reflects gains. This, coupled with new accounting rules in 2025 that permit reporting Bitcoin price increases as gains, reduces artificial earnings volatility. Strategy's continued weekly Bitcoin purchases, albeit in smaller amounts, signal a firm resolve to maintain its position as a leading corporate Bitcoin holder and a pioneer in the corporate Treasury strategy model. These are massive shifts in the crypto landscape. We've covered historic holdings, strategic trading, national adoption, and relentless accumulation. Stick around for our lightning round recap and the full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's Bitcoin Bulletin. We saw Strategy hit a historic $73 billion in Bitcoin holdings, McCullough calling the dip as Bitcoin turns bullish again, El Salvador launching BTC-only banks and supporting a critical network upgrade with Bitcoin Hyper, and Strategy continuing to expand its reserves despite market pressures. Don't miss out on the next big moves. Make sure you're subscribed to Bitcoin Bulletin, hit that notification bell, smash the like button, and follow us on all our socials. We'll see you in the next one.